I think I'll go for a walk outside now. The summer sun's calling my name. I don't know if you guys are the Brady Bunch generation, but you remember that song. Uh, anyway, the sun is out today, and this week marks the 6 month Coronaversary of when we were all put into shelter in place here in at least the San Francisco Bay Area. Other parts of the world had already been in lockdown. Sorry, I'm sweaty and a hot mess, but I went on a 5 mile run today because I've been cooped in the house for like a month because of the California wildfires. Hashtag climate change is real. And I've just been really reflecting on this month, I mean, about the last 6 months. Can't believe it's been like half a year. Can you believe it's been half a year since the pandemic struck? And been thinking about change and the garbage truck beeping over there, but it's all good. I don't really mind. It's just such a crazy fog that we've been in, and I kept thinking throughout the crazy pandemic's pause. Look at this real quick. Palace of Fine Arts. The other day I was here and it was totally smoggy and foggy looking and yucky. Let me sit by this beautiful tree. Look at the roots on this tree, y'all. So I've just been thinking a lot about like, who am I and what am I? And I know that I don't identify with my job or the jobs that I have, the things that I've done, what's in my bank account, what isn't in my bank account, who I am supposed to be for other people. I am just me. And what I do know that I am is I am spiritual, I'm loving, I'm kind, I'm generous. I am a lover of life. I love to beautify things and people through conversation and through aesthetics and interior design. Oh my God, this beautiful bird just flew by. And on the short time on earth, I just want to like live to the fullest and eat as much yummy food as possible, meet as many people as possible, learn as many stories as possible, design as many things as possible, tell as many stories as possible that inspires and lifts and shifts and gifts people. And that is really the core of who I am. I'm crazy. People say I'm funny, but I don't really think I'm that funny. Sorry, I was just checking to see if this fool was wearing a mask because, you know, people that run and do not wear masks near me. But I'm just, I was just thinking about, gosh, this has been a tough time. There's been a lot of loss and a lot of grief, right? I mean, people have lost jobs. I've lost definitely a lot of like different kind of work, but I've also gained work. I've lost some people in my life, just friendships, and lost a dear friend through COVID. I know many friends who have lost several other people through COVID that had COVID, and just other causes, and just a lot, right? But one of the things I realized is that with the pandemic's pause, it really, really causes us to sit with ourselves. It forces us to really think about what matters most to us. And for me, that's spending time with family and friends and finding peace with just being by myself and with myself. You know, the hardest thing I think to do in life is to just sit with yourself. All the yucky, sweaty, gnarly parts of yourself, right? And to just be okay with that. And I think a lot of people have had divorces or have been really super stressed out and hating on themselves because they, aren't okay with themselves and don't love themselves. And it does take a lot of work to do that. And I'm still learning to love myself, all the itty bitty gritty parts of me. So 6 months ago, we were able to be around family and friends and go to the grocery store. And I remember taking my niece to go watch Hamilton and hanging out with my nephew and my family members and having friends over and going to the museum and to the ballet and traveling and all that. And now it's basically my pod, which I love. Podsters, you know who you are. But I think the worst day, I don't want to compare, but the craziest, scariest day for me was when it was orange the other day, and for the first time ever in my life, the sun never came up here in San Francisco because of a climate change and the orange, hazy, foggy mess that seemed like it was 4 a.m. darkness the whole time. See, the bird hears me. You hear me? You hear me? The bird hears me. So that was the scariest time because it just makes you think, what did we do? Where did we go wrong? How did we not? How did we get here? And how did we not love on the earth enough for this to all happen? So it's almost like I feel like Mother Nature. I heard somewhere that Mother Nature put us on timeout, and then all of a sudden we started getting cray cray, and a lot of people just not honoring that and staying in if they can and when they can. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. And all of a sudden, Black Lives Matter erupted. That's another pandemic. And Asians being attacked around the world because Trump and the administration and other people are calling it the China virus and all that idiotic stuff that I don't want to even give my energy to. And then you have this climate change stuff, and then you talk about all the other grief that we are experiencing, whether it be losing jobs, losing your spouse, losing friends, whether it's a divorce or a breakup or death, losing your identity, losing people that you can't really hang out with because you have to look at everybody and think that they have some sort of weird disease, loss of your own space and time. So I do want to say that today the sun did come out, yay, and there are blue skies, yay, and what's been getting me through this, I'll tell you. You know, I used to rely on like running and being out in nature and all that to get me through this, you know, all the hard times, and this time it seemed so hard to like try to find that joy and that light when literally there is no light, and it seems like there is no joy. But there's been so much joy in the kindness and love that people have been expressing to me and checking in with me, and a friend Angie sent us some awesome things that she like loves and brings her joy, like a Hey Boo cup and some yummy treats and a candle. And my friend Stephanie, soul sister of mine, sent me this beautiful, one of my favorite candles, and she put in a beautiful, beautiful note how grateful she was for our friendship and our deep spiritual connection. And she said something that I wanted to pass along to you guys, because I truly believe that we are all diamonds, and we some of us have been more dusty or more dirty or more dragged through the mud because of our experiences, but we just got to find people that lift and shift us with their words and with their energy, so that they can polish us off like diamonds. So Stephanie sent me this candle and said that I hope this brings you a little light and joy during these dark times, and know that you not are only loved, that you are loved. I just want you to know that just keep pushing. There's all the hard times in my life that I had. This made me reflect on all of the so difficult times, losing 4 family members in about a year's time, my brother-in-law suicide, losing my grandfather later, and other people in my life with deaths and job loss, and just, you know, holding space for my niece and nephew, to little babies, to grieve for their father's death from the suicide, and work drying up and all this stuff, right? But I'm so grateful to just be here and to experience more of this, and just keep walking through the fog, one step in front of the other, and then one day it clears up and the pandemic's pause will be over. And that's when we really got to think about what have we learned from this, and how can we, in the words of Maya Angelou, be better, and do better for ourselves, and then, in the words of Toan, give to other people, because that is true, true, true joy. And the sun will come out tomorrow, so will the amazing blue skies. Look at this. Love you guys. Bye.